Hello, welcome to another edition of MassCAC Student Athlete Spotlight, where each week we highlight an amazing student athlete from around the conference. I'm Emily Liu, MassCAC Assistant Commissioner, and speaking with me today is Marlo Stark of Mass Maritime Volleyball. Thank you so much for being here today, Marlo.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so you're a volleyball student athlete for Mass Maritime. So where does your passion for volleyball come from?
So I actually started playing when I was about 8. I didn't really want to play, but my mom was big into volleyball at the time, and she really wanted to get me into it. And she would drag me to all of her tournaments and all of her open spots that she would play in. And she basically had to bribe me to play with a dog, actually. His name is Odie. We love him. But ever since then, I fell in love playing the sport, being around other girls and being a team.
Did you play any other sports growing up, or was volleyball it?
I did swimming and gymnastics.
Okay, very cool. That's a very interesting combination. All right, so Mass Maritime is a very unique school. What drew you to becoming a cadet at Mass Maritime?
I'm big on structure. Growing up in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do at all, but I knew that I needed some sort of structure to keep me going and keep me organized. And I knew that Mass Maritime had that. So I kind of just browsed all the majors and looked at what they had and found what I thought would best fit for me. And then it was also close to family that I have up here. So that was also kind of a big factor for me.
Okay. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Groton, Connecticut.
Oh, okay. So not too far, but
Yeah.
still good distance. Okay. All right. So talking about Mass Maritime volleyball, you have a new coach, Coach Clark, which means updated style of play. You yourself, you're kind of a Jill of all trades. You play a couple different positions for the Buccaneers. Can you just talk about what this season has been like, with some of the changes and things?
Yeah, of course. We love Coach Clark. Just wanted to say he is one of the best coaches we've had. His style is very different from any coach I've ever had growing up. And I can say that the same for all of the other girls on the team. But I think it was hard to get used to for us and to adjust to this new style. But we're slowly getting there, and he's incorporating all these new practices and new techniques that we're just slowly getting into.
Yeah, sometimes change is hard, but you shake it up and see what happens. So, and you guys seem to be having a strong season, so something seems to have clicked. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we talked about athletics. So let's go ahead and switch it over to academics. What are you studying? And you might have to explain it a little bit more for those who are watching. And maybe what are some of your short and long-term goals?
Okay. Right now, I am studying international maritime business. I actually just switched into this major. When I first came here, I was emergency management, and then I switched to facilities, and now I'm in business. So far, it's going pretty well. We're taking intro to business, where we learn about all the concepts, all the basic concepts. Some other classes, such as marketing, the business of shipping, as being a maritime school. Um, I'm liking it a lot so far, so I'm going to continue on this path. Short-term goal, I just want to graduate with my degree. I'm still in the phase of trying to figure out what I want to do in the future and, what type of job I'd be looking for. So as for a long-term goal, it's not, I'm still working on that, but we're getting there.
You've got plenty of time. You're still young, so all right. So what is something about the cadet life that you want to share with those who are tuning into this who, might not know much about Mass Maritime or maritime school life?
Mhm. So I think looking at it from the outside, a lot of people don't understand what a regiment is. I know from other friends that go to other colleges, they're like, oh, you get up at 7 o'clock? That's crazy. So we get up at 7 and we go to what's called morning formation. So every cadet is in a platoon and we're all standing out on our parade field and we salute the flag every morning. And then everybody carries on and goes through about their day with their classes. We eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in our uniforms. So these are our black uniforms. And everybody has their own structure throughout their day with their classes. I would say most of the time from 7 to 10 is the biggest study hour time. I would say that's kind of when everybody in the school is studying with their time. We have a lot of resources that will help you get you where you need to be. I know I have teachers that would meet with me at 10 o'clock at night if I needed help with homework, just to make sure that you understand what you're learning and that you're all set for the rest of the class. And I think a lot of people don't have that at other schools, which I think is very unique for us.
No, that's wonderful because you all have very interesting and very different schedules from what you would call your typical college students. So it's great that there's that flexibility and to also ensure that, you kind of gradually get into the regiment life too. So, all right, 50th anniversary of Division III this year. So as part of that, can you just share some of your favorite memories that you've had as a D3 student athlete so far?
Yeah. Just in general, being with the team, creating a team dynamic, going to team dinners all the time, creating these friendships with people that I never even knew I would be able to create friendships with. I've had lots of people come and go from the team, and friendships that I currently still have with girls that have already graduated. Love them, miss them a lot. We're very team oriented. I think one of my favorite memories was when we took a team trip to see all these Christmas lights at a church. I think that was one of my favorites. Everybody had a great time and we just walked around together.
That's very cool. And something you wouldn't think that your team would be doing off the volleyball court, but that's awesome. That's a great memory.
Yeah.
So Christmas is coming up. Maybe you can do it again or something similar this year.
I think we plan on it.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit, get some fun facts about Marlo, okay? Ready?
Okay.
All right, what is your favorite place on campus?
My favorite place, probably the gym. I love working out, and that's my favorite place to go.
Okay. Any pregame rituals or superstitions?
Personally, I don't have any pregame rituals or superstitions, but some of the other girls on the team do.
Okay. All right. Other sport, and this doesn't necessarily have to be something that Mass Maritime offers, but just in general, other sport you would like to try if you knew you couldn't get hurt?
Probably lacrosse. I've kind of always wanted to play. Growing up, I had a lot of friends that played lacrosse, and it just looked super fun.
Well, maybe you can go convince Coach Correa to let you come to practice one day and try it out.
She's asked me, so might be a possibility.
There you go. All right. If you could vacation anywhere, where would you go and why?
I would go to Germany. It's kind of a part of my family history, and I've always wanted to go. I've been there once when I was a little girl, but I was 5, so I don't really remember it, and I'd like to re-experience it.
All right, last question. Maybe the most important one. I don't know. It's up to you. But preferred Mass Maritime color, white, blue, or gold?
Blue.
All right, you like that blue color? It's very nice.
Yeah, blue's my favorite color.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, secretly, that's why you picked Mass Maritime, right? Just because of the color.
Yeah, just because of the color, that's all.
All right. Well, Marlo, thank you so much for being a part of this. We really appreciate your time and getting to know you. And stay tuned next week for another edition of MassCAC Student Athlete Spotlight.